Hello everyone, welcome back to Consistent Profits. I hope you're doing good. Without wasting time, today we are looking at US dollar index, EURUSD, GBPUSD, the S&P and the Dow Jones. Without any time wasting, we are on the weekly chart, and what I see is this level over here that price can potentially trade into through this one and ultimately into this level over here, and that can be achieved in weeks to come as we are on the weekly chart, a very longer time frame that takes time to unfold. Or another potential price can trade lower into this level, fair value gap, and we will see how it reacts when it gets to that level. Reaction may be to the upside, take out this level and ultimately this one here, or continue to the downside, use this level here as some sort of resistance, this gap between these wicks, and then trade to the downside, taking out this level. Those are the two potentials that can play out in this market. And without wasting time, I'm diving into the daily time frame. And on the daily time frame, what we see is how price have been extremely bullish over the weeks, and it has now traded last week into this fair value gap. We're seeing some resistance here. This resistance could mean price rallies up, take out this level, and ultimately this level over here that we spoke of on the weekly time frame. Another scenario that can play out is for price to begin to reverse to the downside, take out this level, and ultimately take this level out, and that could happen this week, or potentially in weeks to come. However, I do not trade this market, and now I'm going to open up the EURUSD. I use that market as part of my analysis, being the dollar that is very bullish, and when it is bullish, it means EURUSD is potentially going to be bearish, as well as the GBPUSD. What I see on this chart is how price have been very bearish for weeks now, and however, this market structure that we're seeing in this market, it's still pretty much in a bullish state until this low over here is taken out. And if that continues, the bullish momentum of this market continues, we might see a shift in market structure and rally to the upside, taking out this level, and on its way to that level, obviously taking out this level, that level as well. So that can be a potential in this market, as we have seen 2 days of bearishness, of bearish momentum on the dollar index. That may mean a shift in sentiment to the bearish side on the daily time frame, signifying or meaning that when the dollar becomes bearish, the EURUSD and the pound dollar will become bullish. So that is one scenario that can play out. However, because of this breaks of structure that we have been seeing, price may just reject, as it has shown this rejection, and continue to the downside, taking out this level and ultimately this one over here. That can happen this week or maybe in weeks to come. That is a scenario that can play out. However, there is also a potential that market can shift over here, take out this level, that one, and ultimately this. So those are the two scenarios that can play out depending on your trading strategy or system. Obviously, you can take opportunities or advantage of whichever scenario plays out. However, without wasting time, I'm jumping into the pound dollar. Same thing has been happening, bearish sentiment or momentum over the weeks. and we have seen Thursday and Friday rejecting into some sort of upward momentum. What we are expecting is almost the same as what I just spoke of on the Euro USD. You can see how this market structure is pretty much in a bullish state until this level is taken out, and this can be understood as some sort of retracement for a couple of weeks, and a momentum to the upside will continue this week or in weeks to come. But again, another scenario that can play out because of these breaks of structure is for price to trade higher a bit and shift to the downside, taking out this low over here and this one over here. So those are the two scenarios that can play out. Again, according to your trading system, you can take advantage of whichever momentum plays out, being it upside or downside. All right, now we are looking at the S&P US500. On this market, what we are seeing and understanding is that this market has been bullish over the weeks. Last week, a shift of structure was achieved and turning this market into a bearish market as far as the daily time frame is concerned. We have traded into a fair value gap. We can see price maybe reacting to the upside and beginning to seek higher prices, and ultimately going to the downside, taking out the low that would have been created and continuing to the downside. Or simply, as you can see, that it's reacting now at this mitigation block over here, that we can see price continue to the downside, taking out this level and ultimately seeking lower levels further in weeks to come. So those are the two scenarios that can play out. However, because when you look at the dollar index, it also created a market structure shift, obviously, I think 2 weeks back, and then it traded up last week, and then also continued a momentum to the downside, taking out this low over here as well. So overall, how we see this market is a bearish market. And because the US500 is also in a bearish state, the dollar in the NASDAQ as well is also in a bearish state, we can simply anticipate that all these three markets are going to be extremely bearish this week, taking out this level and trading obviously into this fair value gap. So that's what I see as far as these markets are concerned. For this week, I'm expecting bearish momentum as far as the dollar index, S&P, as well as the NASDAQ is concerned on the daily time frame. However, these ideas that I share are not necessarily for you to go into the markets and begin to use your real money trading these ideas. However, practice them on your demo account. Ensure that you understand all concepts, and once you have made the discretion, you can go into the markets and begin to trade your real money, and that is totally up to you. Without wasting time, see you on the next video. I'm going to give you another video later this week, a midweek analysis. I hope that you become profitable. Like, comment, subscribe. Thank you.